Fang hasn't yelled at me like that since the beginning of the semester. Playing a prom seemed pretty important to Fang, so who am I to intervene with that? I didn't even want to be here in the first place, but I'm following Mo's advice. I'm supporting Fang, right? The music slams into me as I re-enter the room, grating my ears and thrumming roughly in my chest. A quick pass of the punch bowl and I find an ideal spot. In a darkened corner, where I can support the wall and with my back and sip on my cheap punch. My feet grow sore as I observe the other scenes having fun. Every now and then one of them would just point at me and snicker. I simply hide my face behind the solo cup and try to drown out their judging eyes with sugary water. Oh, you poor guy. They think you got dumped. Enjoying yourself, Anon? I nearly choke on the fruit punch. Principal Spears, are you chaperoning? I wouldn't ask any of the faculty to look after you lot. Yes. Are you enjoying your prom? Oh, we get a choice? Could be worse. Could be worse. The moment the string snapped was the moment that it sealed the deal. There's no going back. Big Iron is hot and ready, and there's some characters are done for. I wish I could turn back time, because now the guilt's all mine. Can't live without the trust of those you love. Yeah, like, the string snapping is the moment where a bad decision gets made, I think. Like, kicking Anon out for one of them. Where's your date? I thought I saw the two of you earlier. Weren't you all getting ready in the music room? We were, but, something came up and she asked me to leave. Fang did? Yeah, I was just getting in the way. I see. The two of us just stare into the crowd's mindless frolicking in silence. In 2 days, half of them will be dead. What are you talking about, Anon? And then he like, quickly shuffles the script into, like, his jacket. Nothing. Don't think about it too hard. Seems there's something else on your mind, Anon. I can tell these things. No, not really, I'm just respecting her boundaries. Are you sure that's really what's going on here? Here we go. Here we go. Back when I was in the game, I learned a thing or two about. I sigh. I know we can't forget the past. You can't forget love and pride, because that's what's killing me inside. Neat. I sigh and tune out the massive man standing next to me. I saw the punch in my cup before chugging the last of it. I just want to go home. A responsibility. Take responsibility and take it seriously. Relationships are a give-and-take sort of deal. Got it, Anon? Sure, sir, I'll keep it in mind. Yes, listen, I know that I'm just wasting my time here with you, but, they pay me to do these lines. What are you talking about? And he just quickly stuffs the script into like a secret compartment on his tie. Nothing, Anon. I'm not going to show up for the editing except from a distant vista, because me and Reed are goof characters, so we don't really fit into the whole thing. Who knows how many teachers got killed? The principal sighs and leaves me. Yeah, he gave up on you, buddy. That's the worst thing someone can do. Everyone moves out of the way as he cuts across the room to the small stage. Oh, that's over there! Huh. The music fades until all that's left is chatter. The music fades until all that's left is chatter. Spears takes to the stage with mic in hand for once. I think we're going to get to a part where it sort of pseudo-converges. Because, like, I'm pretty sure the prom announcements is the same all the time, right? Because they made a whole thing for it. Alright, everyone, before we end tonight's prom, we have a couple of items that need taken care of. First thing is, the principal pulls out a tiny gold sheaf envelope from his lapel and holds it up for the others to gawk at. Although it's possible, since we're in a custom entry, that nothing is shared, so the game is like, no, this is new lines, you need to see this, buddy. How does it register those? Like little bit values everywhere? To announce prom king and queen. Well, this is a foregone conclusion. A few students have already begun congratulating Nas as he's led by the arm. The bomb by his handler. It's a little too much by there. A drum roll, please. Reed steps into the stage with a small block in his arm. He smiles and nods and pressing one of the myriad of buttons on the block. A mediocre recording of the drum line plays over the speakers as Spears clears his throat and tears open the envelope. And your winners for the one meal. 2020 class. Nasser and Naomi. He tosses the paper over his shoulder and yanks out the crowns from a pocket inside his jacket. The script flies out as well, and everyone is very confused about why they have to make funeral arrangements. Spears backs out of the spotlight, giving a polite applause to the pair as they rush on stage to accept. The rest of the class is in a victorious uproar. Spears offers the crowns to Naomi, who puts the larger one on Nasser's crest to droop off, and then dons a tiara. But it's custom made. Whatever. The whole moment is picturesque, probably exactly like she wanted.
Thank you all so much, Goodbye Volcano High. It's such an honor to receive I don't really have a speech prepared, but for some reason my belly button is showing. That doesn't make any goddamn sense with how dresses work at all. Like for realsies, that happens with skin-tight suits because, you know... Like, I can imagine if it's pulled taut, it might show a little bit. Because, I don't know, I think in a certain circumstance, taut material is meant to curve inward somewhat, for some reason. Like, cloth is weird. When you pull it, like, to the sides, what it does a lot of the time, right, is it makes these little waves in the fabric. For some reason. Just eats the whole script, and before going away checking out stuff. Yeah, I guess Spears would just devour the script in one fell swoop. In just one short year, we...
Alright, let's stay on schedule. I promise your parents you'll be out of here by 10.
We're 18, Spears! We're graduated!
Yes, I know. That makes it all the more fucking awkward, really. To close out this wonderful night, I asked the student band to play a couple of bops for us. They've had their tries earlier in the year, but I think everyone deserves a second chance. Please welcome Worm Drama, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Jesus Christ. The audience's applause decreases noticeably. Wait again. He was there last time, wasn't he?
I'll just start recording.
Yeah, screw him. Fang will show him how much they've all improved. I should start memorializing their faces and their dumbstruck expressions. Whatever. I'm failing. I know Fang can pull this off. Reed wheels the drum kit on stage on a dolly, and Trish follows with a bass. And then Fang comes out with a bass as well. Wait, no. They couldn't find a new string, and they're just going to repeat the first concert? What were they thinking? The three finish making last-minute preparations to give an anxious look to one another. For one brief moment, Fang looks me right in the eyes. I think we all know what's about to happen. The band doesn't bother introducing themselves. Well, didn't Spears already introduce them, technically? Instead, Trish begins plucking her bass. And it all began tumbling down from there. Poor Sisyphus punished once more. This hurts is a good way to describe this. Just like before, Fang's bass sounds horrifically wrong, far too heavy. She's a guitarist on a fucking jazz bass. Of course it sounds horrid. And then the vocals kicked in. Reed's lyrical expertise was not on display here. No, they sounded like they came from an edgy teen's Twitter page. Its horrific screecher, combined with amelodious shredding on a bass, created a cacophony equal to 100 cats being ritualistically sacrificed. What a word that is, ritualistically. It all returns to nothing. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Down the hill he goes.
I still suck after 6 months.
The crowd's cautious cheers were long gone, replaced by a symphony of ridicule. The band already accepted their fates, both basses hanging limply from their shoulder. There is no shoulder strap here, by the way. Then a few students start chucking balled-up tissues at their heads. Reed puts his hand on Trish's shoulder and the two duck out. Oh, they're just ditching Fang? Wow. Fang stays a moment longer, the despair on her face manifesting through hot streams of tears. Fuck. That is raw. Just like our good friend, the chef Davy Crockett, Gordon Ramsay said, "The shit is raw." I mean, you'd think that Fang's father would be more on top, or Nasser would be. She turns to leave as well, trying to maintain a calm composure.
Then a student throws a red plastic cup of punch upstage. It splashes against her head, drenching her suit in red dye and making her smash onto the floor. A few more food articles follow while Fang scrambles to get up. Shakily, she tries walking off stage again, only to be hit with another makeshift water balloon. The back of her chute shines a dull red in the stage light, and she struggles not to slip again. Spears rushes on stage and throws his coat over Fang. Nasa was about to jump off stage and tackle someone, except Naomi's had her arms around his waist. Enough! The room goes completely silent aside from the sounds of Fang's sprinting footsteps and sobbing. Spears' laser gaze is directed at me. He jams his thumb in the direction of the exit Fang just took.